Until
stream
then-
has started.
Until then, I need to get some water. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good start to a stream.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful start.
But is Gunny going to be here?
At some point.
Oh my!
He did say he's going to be here at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's the difficulty of life. Poor
No, I
Gunny.
understand.
Work, life, family, girlfriend.
I
Not
do
much.
understand, yeah.
Not much time left for this whole D&D thing.
Yeah.
Wait, who? What happened?
I'm just talking about Gunny.
Hmm. He also started work recently. It's been a drain on him. And, not everyone... I mean, his girlfriend is a saint, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she allows him to play D&D twice a week on, the weekends is absurd to me.
She
I
is
was,
absolutely
certain
a
he would have
legend.
dropped out at this point, but he hasn't. That dude is a saint, and his girlfriend is a bigger saint.
Well, I mean, Sunday is not that strange, though, right?
Yeah, but the whole weekend. Saturday
Yeah,
and
that's-
Sunday.
Also,
Especially when he works during the week.
remember how I said I forget a shit ton of stuff? I forgot that I had lunch waiting.
Alright. Can you do it while we play?
I have it. Bro, I got it. It was in
Alright,
my
so
office
let's,
by my feet, and I forgot about it.
There shouldn't be a lot, but let's start with the recap.
I just read the recap and it is sad how little we did last time.
Yep.
Can we just
Because-
move?
What
Essentially.
happened? What happened last time on the Kreon Tundra is that we've reached the intersection where we could have turned towards Leosaran Hall. We had a short discussion about what we know about that place, and we learned that it is a fortress of an old human noble, quote unquote noble family, but it is mostly occupied by halflings. It is compared to Bladestone, a small settlement, but it has strong religious ties to Bladestone. We completely ignored it and instead headed towards Bladestone. Along the way, we came across a barge sailing down the river. A friendly red-bearded dwarf sailor with his hired guards sold us a couple oddities and practical things and bid us goodbye. As we were approaching the walls of Bladestone, we were delighted to see that it still stood tall and frightening with its petrified corpses along the wall.
Hmm.
Which somehow weren't discussed before, but
Not just human corpses and humanoid corpses, by the way. All manner of monsters that fell against its wall. You can see even okay, you haven't seen this yet. It's on the other side. Keep going.
There's a god. Just
No, there's just a dragon.
Sure. Yeah, why would a dragon touch the wall anyway?
Well, he tried to land on it and then got destroyed.
Stupid dragon. But yeah, these walls stood unbreached for 400 years. What happened before 400 years? Who knows?
They were probably breached.
Yeah, by the Lich probably. But
No, the Lich is not that old, surely.
surely,
He's probably older.
yeah, that was his gray period, where he liked to destroy great things. But in any case, we approached the closest gate to enter, where complications arose.
Hi.
The complications were the following. We have learned that Rolf been carrying around a dangerous magical artifact that not only allowed the dragon to spy on us and locate us, but also to just fuck with us in general. It scared the guard, it scared us, it scared Rolf.
And
But it
then
was-
Redcon, Rolf decided to stay outside the city with the orb.
I was just getting there. And then Rolf ran away with the orb to get back to the dragon and become his, I don't know.
Baby daddy.
He's going to change the diaper on the baby dragon.
Oh god.
He's going to be
He's gonna
be-
become the type.
Yeah, he's going to be the diaper on the baby dragon.
Oh god.
There came a second issue of the corpse-eating magical artifact on Icarus's head.
Yep.
But with significant persuasion, I think that issue was dropped mostly.
We can hope.
Another problem that came to us all of a sudden, that while we were getting used to our metallic woodstone companion, nobody else seemed to be very aware of any kind of creature of his description ever existing or coming to Bladestone. So their only safe assumption was that he was a mechanical servant, a creation of man. And once again, with significant persuasion and some lying, straight up lying, the guards accepted that Vulcan was the property of Sirocco, and he's responsible for all its actions
Yeah.
inside the gates. We headed through the great entrance and found ourselves at the main roads of Bladestone, where we've seen its setup being broken down into 4 quarters. Which I put down some weird shit. And the market district, an outer ring, enchanters.
Enchanter's Ward.
Can we get a run through this again?
So there's essentially 4 districts. There's the market district, there's the enchanters district, there's the outer ring, which is like the poor people zone, and then there's the keep.
What do you mean? That's the cool people zone.
Poor people zone. Cool
Ah.
people zone. Cool people. There is a cool people zone as well. There is a cool. I'm gonna retcon that. There is a cool people zone.
Yeah, that's
It's at the edge of the outer ring where like you're like cool enough to be poor but still like influential in the upper circles.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that guy's hip. And I know he's poor, but he's okay. He's cool. He's cool.
No, the thing is, that inner district of the outer ring is called the Chiller.
Yeah.
That's where the cool guys live.
Yep.
But nevertheless, at the gate we decided to split up, and Tagma and Icarus headed towards the inn that Rolf suggested before diving into the river. And Sirocco headed off with Vulcan to go home, or at least visit home.
All right. Now, setting off, you walk through these, familiar streets. Sorry. That'll do. there's a air of nostalgia about you as you look at all these places that you've so often been in, so often interacted with these people that line the ends of the market district. And yet, it feels like a lifetime has passed since you last were here about a month ago.
Was it just a month?
Month and a half? Something like that.
Oh, probably even longer.
Has it been?
You know,
I guess you had to come down there as well, yeah.
You know, I was probably on a job.
Yeah.
Then I went to Port Direct to get some
Idea,
materials.
the idea being, it's been not as long as it feels like it's been. You feel like everything has changed since you've left Redstone for the last journey. But as you walk through the same streets and your memory is jogged once again by the same senses, by the same smells, and the same familiar feelings, you realize that it's not the city that's changed, it's you.
Oh, fucking knew it. It's the
But-
Tundra COVID. It's coming out.
But you continue walking.
I lost my sense of smell because of Tundra COVID.
Down familiar streets, he turns to the robot. The robot looks at him. Is like, Can you smell that?" Robot's like, "No." Robot's like, obviously, what?
Oh no! He's affected by Tundra COVID as well. But yeah,
Beside you, you see Vulcan walking, and Vulcan seems a bit uncomfortable. Vulcan looks around and sees these strange sights, an odd familiarity to them. It's not the same things that you recall, but you recall an order in which things are done. And it seems like something in the back of your mind knows instinctively that this is how cities are. This is how they're supposed to be. You keep walking. Minutes turn into tens of them as you go past different sections of the market, heading down different alleyways. Upon entering a rather secluded alleyway, a little bit off the main.
I'm going to stop there for a moment.
A little bit off the main road, you come to a stop.
I want to make sure is one of those alleyways that doesn't have those some windows in that direction, or at least I know that
This alleyway in particular has no storefronts. It's the sides of buildings squeezed up against each other. The alleyway is about maybe 5 to 8 feet wide, and at the end of it, you see a building painted in bright red.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize this building.
Yeah, it's
Are you doing something?
yeah. I just trying to make sure that I'm not being overheard.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
That's 21.
21. Yeah, that should be fine. It doesn't look like there's anyone around. Doesn't look like anyone's particularly paying attention to you. A few people pass by in the streets, but you make yourself a little bit. You move yourself further down the alleyway into the shadows. You gather you're mostly safe from any prying eyes.
What do ears do if eyes pry?
Listen.
Yeah, is there better? Like,
Actively listen. I don't know.
I just wonder if there's an English word for that.
I mean, so listen is the word for it because it would be hearing and then listening, which is paying attention to what you're hearing.
I just wonder if ears can fry.
Prying ears, okay. Sure.
Technically, there is a phrase.
Whatever.
I've heard it before.
The walls have ears. No.
I'm going to gesture to Vulcan to lean in closer.
Okay.
Look, Vulcan, I want to apologize. I know what I've said at the gate has upset you. And I want you to know that I would never, ever claim that a person is my possession. The only reason I had to do that is because they would not have let you in otherwise. We could have argued with them for hours, days, who knows how long, to convince them that you are your own person and they should treat you as such. And they still might not have let you in. I know it is frustrating to be treated as someone's servant or possession even, but I just want to let you know that I would never look at you like that for real. That is only a farce to make our journey somewhat easier, or at least less complicated. I would worry as well that if people really accepted you as you are, the wrong kind of people might come after you.
You say you know. But do you? Do you know what it means to lose your memory? Be treated as an object? And say that you're the possession of someone else, legally? I might add. Do you really know? Did it happen to you?
Not to me, but to someone who is very precious to me, who was treated as a mere object for centuries, or at least 1 century, definitely. She's not even sure how long it was. And for that, I would never treat another person as an object, as a possession. I know it's hard, but like I said, it is but a farce, a lie that keeps you safe. That doesn't sound right, does it?
It's not.
Well, believe me, I hate this probably almost as much as you do. And I hope that one day we can get this thing away and make them accept you as you are. But, we might have to go on a strange world-saving mission or whatever those shepherds are planning for us. We might... Well, we definitely will not have the time to fight a legal system about yourself.
Damn it, good reasoning. Vulcan will look at you and say, I understand. So what you want me to do is to act like an object.
No, I do not want you to act any other way than you acted before. I just hope that you can trust me, that I will not act as, well, while I act as if you are my possession, I do not mean any of those. You are my friend, Vulcan. Although we only knew each other for a short time, we both managed to save each other's life. We stood in front of blows for each other.
Indeed.
I only
Well,
wish that
Go on.
you put your trust in me.
This was sudden. I hope you understand. From my point of view, you acted awfully quick to claim possession of me. So while I want to trust you, and trust me, I do, this doesn't sit right with me. What
Well then.
happens if I do something wrong? You take the blame. Then what after that? What if they want to scrap me?
Well,
I'm just a possession, after all, so what do we do then?
well, guess we'll have to be very careful. You are not to blame for your action right now. Anything you do, I will be blamed for. You would not be scrapped, I would say. They think of you as a valuable object.
Do they? They treated me like a dumb object.
Well, I would say those guards are quite dumb themselves.
Indeed.
But there are people in this city.
Wow, poor guards.
Hey,
Try to believe this fucking scrap of metal is a living object.
one of them literally dropped a magical item with its
Yeah.
eye in it.
Kinda true,
Mhm,
actually.
mhm.
And then shouted about dragons and bullshit. Like, you know, he you know, the other guy might be, but definitely the young guy is a fucking idiot.
He's just young, man. He's learning on the job. Come on.
He should be in the, you know, the boot scrubbing squad, not
No,
on the
he's
gate.
he's the captain's fucking son-in-law.
Mm. Well, we know why he has his position now.
I am not an object.
Oh,
I cannot provide healing for or not my owners or owners' associates.
fucking Scar and Mufasa.
Please provide a
Goddamn.
written request for my owner for healing. The only service I can provide is euthanasia.
Spain.
Do you wish to accept this service? Please recite this 400-letter password. If not,
like a really poor Siri. Like, yes, I want healing. Oh, you want pain. Understood.
More pain. Pulls out the drill.
What? You want me to sit on you? Okay.
today healing will be
No.
provided through acupuncture.
Pulls
Unfortunately,
out a
I only
slightly
have nail
serrated
spikes.
butter knife.
Anyway,
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
moving on. I know it was a sudden decision, but it was a spur of a moment thing. I did not realize that they would be so difficult. I should have, to be honest. Like, when we arrived here, they kept us outside for 2 weeks because they thought we were evil witches who brought a storm on the city a week ago. And we were not.
Yeah, no, you were just like
We barely survived that storm. And we're definitely not the cause of it.
debatable.
At least I hope. But
I do not know if I am a, well, what's the right word? Mortal, like them. That's the only thing that comes to mind when I describe this. But if it's like this, it's not appealing. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. I do not remember, and I do not wish to be treated as an object, but for now, I will play the part.
thank you. And since you're willing to put your trust in me, I want to show in return that I trust you as well. Just so we mutually on the same level. And there's no question about ownership or anything like that. All right. Let's do something fun. Come along.
You're gonna go towards the red building?
Yep.
You start walking towards the building painted in red. So, as you approach the door, a sense of just longing, not for any sensual longing, just a need to hold on to your loved one comes over you. And you just swing the doors wide open.
Ah.
And but then above the door, you see in fairly obnoxious gilded detail the name of the shop. It says The Dizzying Delights of Desani.
Okay.
And inside, as you go in and you're past the exterior red wall, essentially, you see laid out in essentially these 3 arcing tables a whole host of jewelry, each piece more intricate and more beautiful than the last. All manner of work, from the basic silver to even more complicated, slightly more complicated gold embroidery.
No metal is used anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was sort of thing.
No, all gems, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
gems are kind of the point of
Yeah,
but
but no metal materials.
I did not remember reading this.
No metal? Yuck. No, I'm joking.
Alright.
She has bad
Uh,
memories about metal jewelry.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's rewind.
Okay.
Atop these 3 arcing tables that cover the semicircle of a room, you see these beautiful, intricately carved rings and bracelets, and even some, neck. What do we call them?
Necklaces? Chokers?
Not necklaces. These are not chokers exactly. that are not made from metal, but instead carved out of wood, almost as though the wood has been somewhat grown into their shape. Strange. You've recently come across people who grow wood into particular shapes, and this itself seems very like that, but also has its own touch.
I'm not very
You can
good at
see-
it. Look, she needs to help. I only started the basic training on how to shape blade wood.
You can also see inscribed within these pieces are these intricate gems with strange cuttings into them that are not quite the normal jewelry pieces that you've seen around the city and around the world. They're quite intricate in their detail and quite a bit stranger than most normal things. Not just in their form, but also in the colors that have been chosen. There are stones here that others would find of very little value that are presented as the crown jewels of this collection. Not because of the stone itself, but because of the way they've been cut and they've been set. But beyond that, behind the counter, you see a door. An almost curved arch door, or doorway, I should say. For there is no door in it, just a hanging curtain. A pink hanging curtain, quite heavy by the What do you do?
Is there no occupant in the room?
The room appears to be completely empty.
Is there no little bell above the door that made a sound when we entered?
There is no bell on the door to make a sound, but there is a bell on the counter. And strange as it is, it's not much of a bell. It's more of a what would you call this? It's like what's the word? It's like you've seen one of those
A gong?
what is it called? No, it's not. It's not a gong. It's more fuck. What's the word for them?
A symbol?
Are they? No, it's
Clacks.
like okay. Think of it as a triangle of a kind.
Ah.
Oh, oh shit.
I don't know.
I know it's English, it's just called a triangle, which is
Yeah, I think
the
so.
most boring name ever.
Yeah, I think so.
Just go with that for now. But that's not the only like sound making device you hear. And strangely, it is made out of hollow wood.
Is there any sound from the back rooms or upstairs?
So the building is like a semicircular two-floored building. It's not a huge house. It's a
No.
fairly small living space where the bottom floor
is
is.
the shop. There's a little workshop in the back. There's a staircase
And-
leading up.
Yep, and that's the house.
Yeah. Thankfully on the floor there's a bedroom, a little area for washing yourself and your stuff.
Yeah, upstairs is like a normal house. It's a small house. It's a homely place. It's not really a huge mansion of any kind.
No.
But you can tell that a lot of detail has gone into decorating the shop part of the house. Do you do anything, Sirocco?
Sometimes I wish we had a garden in the back, but
There's no back.
yeah.
It's at the back of an alley behind you. There's literally another building.
First of all, there's no back. Second of all, nothing would grow in this fucking tundra in your back garden. But yeah, I'm going to turn to Vulcan and say, would you just wait here for a moment? And I'm going to start rummaging through the pearls that I bought. I want to find the biggest, nicest one, possibly like a bluish or pinkish one.
Sorry, what? Go again?
I'm going to rummage through the pearls that I brought home I want to look for the biggest, nicest one.
All right. So you did have a supply of pearls that you kept specifically to give to her. There is within them quite a large purple one and a slightly smaller than that blue one.
I'll take the blue one then.
All right.
And I'm going to sneak towards the back.
Welcome. What are you doing?
Does the triangle like make a sound or something?
Are you trying to play it?
Are you
Yes.
asking me?
In general, I'm asking in general.
Are you asking in game or are you
Does it looks like it's an instrument?
Yeah, it looks like it's a summoning device of some kind.
I will
A
simply point the triangle. I will simply point at the triangle to Sirocco.
I'm going to turn back towards him and say, you see, this is my home, and I want to surprise my wife.
So you brought back 2 meters tall Tin Man.
Oh god.
Yeah, but I have so much.
Oh my god.
Guys, Sirocco's going to just stop, point at Vulcan, sort of stroke his chin. I think that will be the second surprise. The first one might just get her ready for it.
Dear wife, I bring you slave. Please.
Can we keep him?
And the answer is no.
Yeah, but
I will eat everything you have. And I don't mean food.
you're going to transform our home into weaponry. One
Alright,
5 foot square at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
So no, I won't play the triangle.
Yeah, I'm going to sneak towards the back and see if I can surprise her.
You sneak towards the back. Give me a stealth check.
God.
Come on, good stealth. It's not good stealth. That's a 10.
I want to do
11.
something. I want to do something to RD.
Yeah.
I want to stand perfectly still, like
Alright.
in a corner,
Oh my
like
god.
to look like I'm just a piece of armor.
Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check? Okay.
Yes.
No. I want to be. I want to be visible. Like,
Yeah, but you're trying to hide the fact that you're a real object.
oh no, I know how to do that. I will enter Centris Rest.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Oh
alright.
my god.
He's literally Drax.
If I stay completely still, I will become invisible. So yeah, how's my stealth check going, Gordy?
So you feel fairly confident. You don't knock anything over on your way in. If she's paying attention, she might have heard. Apparently not, because you make your way into the back. You see that.
Yep.
You see that there's no one in the back room. The shop door is open. There's no one in the back. That's strange. There is a staircase going upstairs.
I think at this point, Sirocco drops the pretense of surprising her because he gets worried.
Okay. You do. Okay, give me a perception check. Your perception is really high.
Do I notice anything meanwhile?
Ooh, that was almost net 20.
Ooh.
You're in your sentry's rest. Your passer is high enough to just see everything around you. There's nothing occurring in your vicinity. That's cool. But yeah, so
24.
24. Okay, I will say you do hear from upstairs a giggling sound.
Giggling.
God.
Of course. Two can play that game. Is the door open at the top of the staircase?
It is ajar, but it is closed. Like it is closed. It's closed, but it's like not quite. It's a little bit ajar.
Plenty enough. I'm going to transform into a Jesus lizard, run up the stairs with a pearl in my hand, waving it above my head, and run into the room.
Oh my god.
The
Okay.
Jesus lizard is the one that can run on its hind legs on top
No,
of
I know. This is so bad. Oh no. As you run into the room as a Jesus lizard with your offering
no.
in your hand, you see your wife on the bed.
Of course.
Her clothes are off. And there is a strange looking gnomish man in bed with her.
Well,
She has dropped her disguise. And as you come in, both of them turn towards you.
Oh god.
And the gnomish man waves a hand and poofs and disappears.
Oh,
Have you
She
ever seen a lizard with its jaws dropped?
She turns towards you and you can see the horror in her face. I was not expecting the lizard part. This is less funny than I thought it was.
I'm going to drop my wild shape.
As you drop your wild shape, she just pulls the covers up onto her and just clutches them tight and just buries her head in the cover.
I'm going to take the pearl in my hand, put it down on the carpet, and I walk down the stairs.
As you turn around to walk down the stairs, you see her smiling in the doorway, and the illusion dissipates from the bed.
god.
I got you there, honey. You think I didn't see you come in? Of course I did.
I
So,
just wonder, why was that foot long between the gnome's leg?
well,
Are you
dream?
are you unsatisfied with me, darling?
She takes you by the hand and pulls you towards the bed
Oh god.
and says,
no.
"Well, this is your chance then. Time to satisfy me."
Do I hear this? RD? No. Do I hear this, RD?
Yes.
Okay.
For the porn of sound or the...
No. What they're saying.
Yep.
I don't think we are very quiet about
I
it.
will drop Sentry's Rest, and I will play the sound of the triangle.
As the triangle rings, you hear its rock and the wind just leaves your sails in an instant. So she turns towards you and says, "Oh honey, we left friend downstairs alone. It's a not one, by the way. So we can perhaps we can get back to this later.
Well,
Is he?
I guess
How-
the lizard has to wait.
How close of a friend? Oh, you did get me something, and she picks up the book. Oh, this is delightful. And she walks up to you, lifts your chin with one long finger, and plants a kiss on your lip.
Damn.
Is she still undisguised?
She's completely undisguised. She's much bigger than you.
Yeah, she is.
She's
Honey.
What lineage is she?
don't worry about that. We'll get to that in a moment. Honey,
God.
you really need to be more careful. You didn't even close the curtains.
Oh, maybe I was. Well,
And you know I'm not worried about the peeping toms. They're already peeping.
Oh. Nobody can see from outside the windows. So let me sure. I don't believe.
Well then.
There's more glyphs on this house than, well, there are windows and that's.
Nevertheless, honey, the friend downstairs is, I would say, a close friend who I'm trusting. And yes, I am willing to trust him with our secret as well. But perhaps I can go down and close the store, and maybe, I don't want to pressure you, but anything to put on? Oh, actually, and I'm going to rummage around in my pack and take out that glimmer weave that I bought for her.
Ooh.
Oh.
She runs a long red fingernail along it, and it disappears from your hand and reforms around her naked body. And it just adjusts itself to her perfectly without any hitch. Oh, this is nice.
Yes, so
I should send you out shopping more often.
well, then I wouldn't be here, and you would need that gnome again.
Oh,
But
well,
in any case,
it was a little bit of a hurry. I almost didn't hear you coming, otherwise the number was bigger. Maybe he would have been a half.
well, I believe it was a very handsome gnome to have. Maybe later on we can bring him back. But first, introductions.
Ah, yes. So you do trust him with this, and he points to her form.
You know, I sort of run my hands along her sides, tracing the curves.
Yep.
I'm not sure I can trust him with that, but maybe a glance is okay.
No. Well, he said downstairs. We don't want to prove.
I walk behind her and take a look. Definitely not with that.
As she makes her way down the stairs.
I go ahead of her and I look at Vulcan standing at the till, still banging on the triangle.
Vulcan, you hear a voice coming down from the stairs, and you hear a woman shouting, "I'm coming, my dear, I'm coming. Just hold your horses."
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
I don't like the soundboard.
I'm sorry.
It ruins any kind of immersion. But yeah, before she reaches the bottom of the stairs, I'm going to lock up this shop, and there's like a single cord that you need to pull, and then the curtain runs down in front of the window, and I can pull the little shutter on the door.
Yep.
When I arrive on the front door and she's in there, we need to close that curtain quite fast.
Yeah. The curtain closes, and the shop is darkened instantly. And in another moment, you see candles with bluish green light pop up throughout the store. As she descends the stairs, as Sirocco goes down, you see Vulcan, this strange-looking woman. Well, strange is sort of an understatement.
Before Vulcan could take in her entire image, as she needs to sort of lower her head to step through the door frame.
Yeah, she does step through the door frame, and you see this.
I sort of step beside her and
very
grab her
large,
hand.
very large woman with this deep red skin, these flowing hair that sort of are made of flames. And she has these long spiraling horns atop her head that curve back under her ear.
Well,
Is she a
Vulcan,
tiefling?
this is my wife, Lalahon.
Give me a nature check.
By the
okay.
way, Arya, I love how she called me Honey, because that's my nickname for her, Honey, because her name is Lalahon, so she's Honey.
Yeah.
Okay, 18.
Okay. 18. All right. You don't know exactly what her lineage is, but there are signs within her of a jinn descent. Jinns.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, now it's clear why he's a Jinn warlock.
She's not really a Jinn.
No, but there is a descent there.
No.
Okay.
She's just it's not a Jinn, it's an Afriti.
Yeah, well.
Basically.
I have the Jinn descent.
Okay. So,
Is she taller than me?
oh yeah, she's nearly 2 feet taller than you.
We needed a really big bed.
The room upstairs is mostly bare.
No, it's not true.
But as she comes down the stairs,
Oh, but
she
by the
looks
way,
at you and
Arya,
says,
I have
"Don't tell me you have a model for her." Oh, I thought you had a model for her.
I do not have a model for her, but because I don't think that will be needed. At least I hope. But
That's fine.
I do
That's
have a cool image for her.
Okay. I'm waiting.
I've plopped them in artwork.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You know, my darling Honey.
Ooh.
Does the beard come with it? Is that the beard?
That's a necklace.
Oh, is it? Okay. It looks like a beard from the angle I'm looking at.
It's a necklace for the top.
That's what keeps in the titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so as she now descends, she looks
I
at
have,
you.
I have a
Vulcan.
disguise image for her as well.
So as she now looks at you, Vulcan, you see the burning fury eyes, and they sort of calm as they look, and fire sort of leaves them. And you see the red irises, but it seems more human than you did a moment ago, as though she's sort of calming down. Something awakened her furiness in the last few minutes, and now she's returning to her normal state.
And
But she greets you.
my dear Honey, this is my sort of new friend, Vulcan.
Ah, welcome. What a beautiful name. I am Laham. And she offers a hand, and she sort of like sprawls it out and like extends it as though it's the gift of the gods.
It is.
Vulcan thinks for a moment what we discussed earlier, and he will bow slightly and say, Unit Vulcan, slaves of Sirocco.
I put my hand on my face and just shake. Vulcan, I don't think that's necessary with my dear honey.
Okay,
But
I'm
you
gonna,
have papers.
I'm gonna,
Let's
I'm gonna.
yeah.
Is there? Does Falcon know that he's making a joke right now?
It's not a joke. He's serious.
All right.
You told me to do this.
I'm sorry, you completely.
I think, Vulcan, most people would be unaccepting of your person. But, as I said, a very dear
Oh, I am
person to
very
me.
accepting of this person.
Come on.
Not in that sense. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter.
Wouldn't even fit on
Look
the
at
bed.
him. He's so. He's so interesting. I've never seen anything like him before. Well,
Neither did we, but unfortunately, when we came through the gate, I had to convince the guards that he's my personal, mechanical servant.
you see her eyes go red with fire.
I know. It's,
If I may add, it was awfully quick to add this.
but that's the only time I'm awfully quick, right?
Well, I'm not complaining.
But yeah, it was a spur of a moment, stupid idea, but at least it got us in, and there's a lot to tell you.
Oh, but first, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Please call me Lalahon or Lahon. Do not, please do not call me ma'am. I would rather that.
Damn.
You are on fire. I just
Oh,
noticed.
I know. I'm always a little feared. You know what? And
I
she leans
see.
over and bites Sirocco's ear.
Oh yeah, she is fiery hot.
Fortunately, I have no expression, so I will say, I understand.
So, how exactly did you come to be? Welcome.
He's missing quite a lot of memories. Do you know? Actually, do you know how you came to be, Vulcan? I don't think we ever discussed it.
Well, I woke up in the Tundra, as I heard you call it. I met an old man that died.
You
And
must
I
be-
met... Oh, sorry, go on.
You must be hundreds of years old. I mean, look at this wood, it's aged.
Maybe.
You see her walking up, she walks all the way up to you, and with her long fingernail, she traces the wood that runs down your chest, down to your navel. And you can see an arc of fire following her fingernail as it sort of cuts through the wood and burns like a slight, like a mark in it. And you see a few runes activate along your armor.
Okay.
Honey, you're doing it again.
Oh, sorry. I got a little bit carried away. You're something else. No, I mean, literally, this is not you. There is something else to this. It's not quite of this world, though.
Oh, and I thought I was getting used to that.
Well, Look at him. This is made on this world, is it? But I can see, I sense this strange magic. I could almost swear it comes from the Fey realm, but something darker, something sinister. It's almost a binding of sorts.
Well, I always knew you were better at this than me.
But magic, yes, of course. I'm made of magic.
Yes, the best kind of magic.
If it
Yes.
helps, I have memories. I had memories of a desert.
It's not
So I
is there a
think it's
desert
cold.
on this wasteland somewhere?
Well, technically, any Arctic tundra is a desert.
With sand.
But not this Arctic tundra because there's a lot of trees here.
Oh. Well, I've never heard of a desert in anywhere near us, near the Kreon tundra, not even beyond the sea.
No, I do not think there is a desert past the Sea of Salt. Maybe some of the continent at the very least. This strange feeling that whoever you are is not this thing that is holding you. It seems a vessel of kind.
Well, I did meet what I think was a god of some sort.
I think we're jumping ahead in the story a
Oh.
bit.
A god. That's interesting. Go on. Come on. What took you so long, honey? I really was considering bringing in a gnome or two. Not for the, bedroom stuff, but more for the helping with the shop stuff.
Yeah, we could have a helper around here.
For the bedroom stuff?
Oh, only if
You
I'm
see-
around
you-
enough.
You see the bright sparkle in her eyes. See that?
We'll see. But the reason I was so late is, well, long and complicated and horrible
Interesting.
story. I think I've got into something again.
I feel like I should be sitting down for this.
I think you should.
As she goes to sit, you see a sort of stool appear behind her. And she just plops herself down on it and crosses her legs.
Oh, I felt an urge to sit on her lap
Do
as
it.
a character, but
Do it.
Sirocco is better than that.
No, he's not. Do it.
No, that's not the kind of relationship they have.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure.
Okay.
She crawls around her feet. No.
Okay.
So yeah.
Vulcan leaves.
No. So yeah, I'm going to.
This shit is weird. I'd rather be a slave.
No. The relationship is loving.
By the way, I rolled a nat 20 on the stealth check when you rolled a stealth check instead on her perception, and then I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is
Great. So I'm going to sit on like the counter, and while fidgeting around with the triangle, I'm going to tell her of what happened.
How much?
I'm going to be brief, but I am.
It's not like you're leaving things out. You're just telling her quickly.
Yeah, but I'll tell her that, I will tell her more in detail later.
Okay, but you're not like expressly leaving anything out.
There is one thing I expressively leaving out. No, actually, there's two. One is the blood oath that we made with the orc.
Okay.
I am not telling her about that.
Okay.
I will tell her there are things I cannot tell her
Okay.
because we were honest in this relationship. we don't hide anything from each other.
Yeah.
And I won't tell her about the plot to kill the fucking not Baron. What's his name?
Lord Ingtar.
Yeah, Lord Ingtar. Yet I want to talk with her about that later.
Okay. With each passing minute, you see her face growing more and more worried. At moments, she stops you to ask a few questions. Close to half an hour passes before your tale is anywhere close to done. But at this point,
I'm leaving out the fighting monsters, the walking in the forest,
yeah.
the killing Sonic.
But I will add they jumped into the frozen river.
Yeah.
I always do that.
By the time you're done with the dragon and all that jazz, and by the time you're done with the strange grove in the forest, and by the time you're done with the pirate cove, the shipwreck cove which you found before making your way towards Bladestone, half an hour or so has passed. As she continues to mull over,
it's a slow day. People don't try to come in.
You close the shop. There's a
The
sign outside.
They still just knock on the door. Like, hey, I thought you were open at this times.
Yeah, it's not that kind of shop. It's like on order stuff mostly. So like you ask for something, she quotes the price. You come back a week later, you pick up what you ordered.
Alright.
She has a few like show pieces ready to go, but those are very like those are some of her lesser works really.
Those
But either way,
entice and amazing.
yeah, it's to show a modicum of the craftsmanships that she can exhibit. But once you commission her and you pay her, then that is when you get the goods. All right, but you finish telling her the story, and she mostly nods along, asks a few questions here and there. But then, as the story finishes, she just sort of unfolds her legs from the stool, stands up, turns around, walks behind the counter, bends down, pulls out a bottle, puts 3 glasses on the table, puts whiskey in 3 glasses, drinks all 3 glasses,
Oh.
and then pours more whiskey into the 3 glasses and extends one to each of you, and then downs her glass.
I hand the other glass over to Vulcan, take a sip of mine, and hand it back to her.
She downs it. She downs. Then she pours some more for you.
Does it do anything to me?
Does Vulcan just like
No.
splash it on
You
his
don't have
face?
a mouth to put it anywhere.
I do have a mouth, but like,
Where does it go? Where does it go?
yeah, it doesn't.
It just splashes around in his stomach. It's just
Do you have an intake port?
My mouth, but it's not.
I mean, you don't need lubricant.
It's an alcoholic
Whiskey
solution,
is not lube.
Ugh. That's
I mean,
that's a bit.
the whiskey is a way to clean rust.
But it's made of stone and wood. It doesn't
There's
rust.
some metal.
All right.
I will
So,
not drink though, so
I swing my legs to the other side of the counter to be beside her, and now that she's sitting and I'm on the counter, we are I'm slightly above her, just
Show me
slightly.
that. Show me the damn thing on your arm. You do.
I pull up my sleeve and show it to her, while reaching out with the other hand.
He sort of brings her like two fingers, her index finger and a thumb up to her eye, and you see a monocle appears in her hand, between her fingers, and begins to glow a strange pink color.
I love it when she takes out the monocle.
She starts examining the tattoo very closely. Then she goes over to Vulcan and is like, "Can I see yours as well?"
I will show it to her.
The engravings.
Well, I can confidently say that we are fucked.
Yeah, I came to that conclusion a couple weeks ago as well.
How do you find yourself in positions? I gave you one job. You had to collect some pearls.
Well, you do know I have the tendency to get in trouble and pick up things that come with greater consequences. Although I do try to get out of this habit, but they do come sometimes out great.
And to be fair, he did find the pearls.
Yeah. Kind of wish I only did find the pearls and nothing else now, but unfortunately,
For the pearls and him. And there's others? Where's the others?
well, I wasn't fully confident that you would want to meet all of them at once. Or I would want to introduce all of them to you. I would have to say,
I'm the most shy person in the world. Right? Protect
No.
my feelings, by the way.
Arya, you need to be a bit closer to the mic because I can barely understand what you're saying.
She said, yes, because you need to protect my feelings. I'm the most shy person in the world. Come on.
No, it just you see,
Are they weird?
he is the least strange one.
Wait, what?
I just
Oh,
I
I
just
like
nod-
these people.
I just nod.
I think I like these people.
Like I'm
Vulcan
quite
is
fond of them as
thinking.
well, but you know how you think I get in trouble often?
Oh. Who's one? This necromancer lady is weird.
Yeah, she is.
What about the bow guy? He just talks to a dragon?
Yeah,
Who
And
does that?
and I'm not certain about the human either. He clearly hiding something, and I bet
Oh.
it's weird.
I thought it was you just made him sound insecure.
Well, that's too, but
Well, maybe there's something, but you should have gone here. Come on, this is our house. They're your friends. They're linked to you, clearly. As she points out to something between you two.
I look at Vulcan.
I look at him.
She's pointing to us. He's pointing to something literally between you two. Like a space between you two.
I will wave my hand, see if there's anything.
Nothing there.
I look into her eyes. Oh, I love gazing into these orbs, but they always see things I don't.
Wait, what? What happened?
Oof.
Wait, what happened?
Oof.
Am I missing something?
I think
Oh,
you see a connection that we do not. Please
oh,
explain.
you don't see the strings, do you?
No.
Oh,
I just hang my head.
they, I can see them extending from you to outside the shop as well.
And I thought I looked normal.
She sort of walks forward and
I have
between you two,
I have
and like
strings coming out of my ass.
she sort of walks up to you, and like she brings her fingernail up to your. She has a long extended fingernail on her index finger. She brings it up to your tattoo, Sirocco, and sort of tenses against the air almost. And you feel this strange pressure as she moves her finger down the line away from you. And then she pulls at it, and you suddenly feel a strange drawing towards what do you call it, Vulcan, and you feel your memories of him being tugged at, as though somebody is accessing them without her knowledge. They come to the fore every moment you've spent together. In an instant, they pass through, and as her finger reaches, and you see her fingers almost bending back as though there's something she's pressing against, reaches further up, you feel a strange warmth within you, and you reach for Vulcan subconsciously, and Vulcan, in your mind, you hear Sirocco's voice.
That's very weird, isn't it?
I do not understand.
You feel the same.
Things just got stranger.
Huh.
Here's the thing though. There are, extending from your tattoo, 6 strings.
Of course they are. But we don't know that.
You can't see them, but she lifts each one, and you feel the familiar ones. You feel your pull to Roth. You feel your pull even to sail in. You feel the pull to Icarus, so far away. There's another pull. You do not know who this is, and they, as yet, were unaware of it. And with this pull, your minds touch, but they don't quite meet.
I'm going to try to push through a mental message.
You get the sense that you could send a feeling, but you couldn't really send a message without being aware of them. Icarus, however, once you know what to pull for, you can, in fact, contact. Thrice a day.
Oh! Huh. I'm probably overthinking shit.
Fucking weirdo.
Definitely.
Well, that was one of the weirdest sensations I ever felt.
You really didn't know this. Oh, you're so cute. I should have ruffled your hair.
Hey, I had a couple issues on my plate that I had to deal with. You know, big bloodworms, dragons, hags.
Oh, you left out most stuff.
You know,
There-
these are the
there
most
were hags.
memorable ones, to be honest.
What the- Tell me all about her. I've always been fascinated by hags. You always come across as such wicked characters and stories.
But she was eating people and making clothes out of her skin.
You're telling me that those stories are not exaggerated?
Not for this one, I guess. She even offered us magical candy that put Icarus to sleep for a couple hours.
It was a nice nap.
I'm gonna have to base her nomination.
This reminds me. I saw something strange within Icarus. When I tried to heal what the candy did to her, I saw something deeper.
Well, there's a lot of things wrong with her, clearly.
I removed something, but it wasn't. I'm not sure it was what I was searching for.
And you say you found something in her? Like,
Well, I felt something.
odd.
But to be fair, she eats corpses, so.
She what now?
Later, honey. That is. Oh,
I thought she just like what?
It's
Honey, I
very-
don't think these are the people you should be associating with so much.
You might be right, but
You tied yourself spiritually to a fucking cannibal?
Oh no, well, it's the. Oh, and I will shut up at the end of the phrase.
I think she doesn't really eat them, more use them as a power source for a cursed relic that's on her head.
That would be more.
She sort of like
yeah.
her mouth sort of goes like like bulbous for a second. She like, please tell me. Now this feeding involves putting live human flesh on dead. No.
I haven't seen her yet doing that, but unfortunately,
That is not a complete denial. That is not okay.
I wouldn't put it past her,
What?
which is horrifying to think about, to be honest.
Well,
I just have one question. Do you still doubt why I didn't bring them here yet?
Well, if she eats people,
to be completely fair, I've never seen an act of cannibalism per se. Because she ate different kinds of. Never mind.
Vulcan, I don't think that makes it better.
no, it doesn't.
It does not. It just simply does not make it any better.
Huh.
I would
And
like
I
to-
will actively say beep boop. Sorry.
Beep boop
Does
error.
not compute.
Page error 404. Page not found.
I would very much like to speak this one. I'm sure that she's not a, corpse devouring cannibal. Is trying to, eventually eat my husband in some manner.
Ew.
Oh, do not
Can you go
worry.
get one?
Before he dies, I will make sure that it doesn't.
That's very kind of you, Vulcan, but I don't plan to die yet. I would.
I'm gonna start on dinner, and by the time I'm done, I'm going to eat the rest of this back. I believe I gave you a way to find.
Arya,
And
you're
she sort of-
constantly cutting out for me, to be honest. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I hear half
said-
your sentences.
Okay, she says, I'm gonna go make dinner. And by the time I'm done, I could hope to see the rest of your friends in here. I really have to make some things clear to that woman.
I sort of cringe at the thought of bringing them here.
But the rest of them seem lovely, so please, let's eat together. Let's see how that goes.
How
The human doesn't eat people, right?
I did not see him eat people, but
That's not Steve. That's. Why can't you just say no?
they are very odd. But don't bother making something. They are renting a room in which tavern again? What was it?
Oh no, they're friends of yours. They'll eat here.
Friends is a strong word.
Do you eat people?
Just no context.
Well, okay, but
But
would it
oh my,
be? Yep.
Go on, sorry.
I do not think I want to share our secret with all of them. Vulcan, I was willing to put his trust in me, and I wanted to return this trust.
You see a shimmering of her form and her disguise comes up. And you see in front of you, Vulcan uses this as well. This, well, she's still a rather beautiful woman, but now her face is more human. Her hair of fire is just red and not literally made out of fire. And her horns are just white streaks in her hair.
And
You're
she's
not on fire
significantly
anymore.
shorter now.
She is also a lot shorter, and you can see there is still a fire to her and to her eyes mostly, and to her eyebrows sort of. But it's more in the Genasi sense than it is in the
Yeah, it's this guy's
literal fucking demon sense.
You know, she's still hot, but not burning hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell Sirog was quite proud of his wife?
You know,
Oh yeah.
Sirocco loves her. She loves Sirocco.
For now.
That much was made evident by the gnome.
But the thing is, you know, it's still clear that Sirocco's scoring here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Sirocco's reaching.
And you guys don't even know how far he's reaching.
Across the worlds. Across dimensions.
No, not even that. It's just the ranks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I'm going to lean in, kiss her on the cheek, and well, I'm going to bring them here then, and pick up something on the way, maybe something delicious, maybe a bit more. And I lift up the empty glass of whiskey.
Okay. Well, she pulls out another bottle from under the table. Don't worry about it. And with that, we will take a 10-minute break.
Maybe
Very well.
something sweet then.
Yeah.
Good berries for everybody.
What's that?
No. That woman has never eaten a good berry in her life. Every time
I
you
think
try
if
to
you
feed
tried
her
to
one,
make
she
her,
spits in
she'd
your face.
die.
I would never put her through that trial.
Alright. Take a 10-minute break. I'm going to get some coffee.
Hopefully we'll get Goddy at some point.
Yeah, somebody message him.
I
But you
added
know,
him.
Squirrel
I made that
Shredder.
segment go a lot longer than I intended to, just because of the, the Vulcan of it all.
Oh,
Ah,
it was a fun
that
little
was
segment.
wonderful.
I knew it was going to be great, and it was.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like the gnome?
But, you know,
The disappointment. I'm just gonna set the pearl down and then walk away.
the gnome can stay, but only if he. But you know.
If we invited him together.
You know.
Beer back.
We need another gnome, to be honest.
One is
One is not
Clearly.
enough.
alright. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Alright.
Yeah.
He's like, sure. Like,
Sure. Wait, but the question
No,
is that sure to your soon, or do you eat people?
I think this one got answered a lot earlier.
Oh. But yeah, fun little NPC for the campaign.
Very fun. Ow. Hit my chin with a water bottle.
I constantly have to remember that I bought a nice desk mic.
Mm.
You might be able to tell the difference, but
Yep.
the thing is, because it's a desk mic, I have to remember
It
not
picks
to
up
walk away from my desk.
everything. Oh, that too.
No, because I can switch.
Get to my headset, and then I can walk away.
Desk mic is so much fucking nicer. Change it back.
Right?
Oh
Well,
god.
this
Is that
this
what
is a-
happens when I switch to my headset?
No, the thing is, yeah, absolutely. Like you
Fucking hell, that's
idiots.
awful.
No, because,
I am so sorry.
this headset is, decent for conversation. Like you can understand what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're just talking, then it's fine. It doesn't need to be better than this.
Can you understand
back.
what I'm saying now?
Kind of.
What does it actually sound like? Because I don't know.
It sounds like you're talking into a phone, to be honest. Like it's like a phone, or like a.
What about now? I adjusted the position.
It like. So the thing is, you know how? Have you ever really used like an actual phone with a, with like a phone handle and everything, or like a public phone? Have you used a public
Yeah.
phone ever? You sound like you're talking on a public phone.
I'm just gonna go ahead and basically say fuck that shit.
But yeah, I
Because I
was-
refuse to let my audio quality be like that, even for my friends.
I was very lucky. I was shopping for a new headphones and a mic, because I figured, this headset is literally falling apart at this point.
Oh.
Like the microphone is dangling on a wire, and it's tape that's holding it together.
Holy shit, thank you. You reminded me that I need to give my cousin his birthday gift.
I shouldn't be the one to remind you of that, girl.
So I was in Europe over his birthday, so he hasn't got the gift. Hold up. I need to
But
let me
yeah,
just
I
open up Snap and see if he's home.
I got this mic for a very, very good price, and I'm very happy with it because
Nice.
it will allow me to do my funny voices.
Yeah.
Like when I first started using it, my first instinct was just to go through the different NPC voices for the Sunday campaign. You know, a bit of Shadow, a bit of Moldy,
Oh god.
and they just sound so much better, even on just recording.
Oh, definitely. I'm still like, it's been a while since I've talked as Icarus, so I'm trying to remember what kind of cadence I used. And it's kind of kicking my in the ass, I'll be honest. Because I can't remember it. I know that it wasn't my normal one, so I don't know which one it was. Hold up. Oh nope, that's just one of my buddies going live. One over my rooms. Okay.
I thought I've just seen a post, and I thought it was that the Constantine 2 has a release date, but no.
Huh? Sorry.
Oh, by the way, I watched Puss in Boots today.
It's
Oh.
so fucking good.
I don't know, like it was good. I would never deny it was good, but
Bro, death gave me nightmares.
well, the thing is, like, with the hype you had with it, I think it was overhyped for me. Like, it was a very good
I mean,
movie.
that
I
makes sense. It's good, but upon a rewatch, like, I did give it a bit too much hype. I don't know.
Like, it's a nice movie. It's a nice little,
It's a good movie.
cartoon, but in general, it wasn't anything really special. But yeah, it was good. It was also very good because I watched it in like
And it'll be really sad when Sirocco gets eaten by the helmet.
yeah, that was a sad time. But you know, then I can make voices in Icarus's head.
Oh,
Oh, did you guys watch the D&D movie, by the way?
It's
Yes.
good. It's good. I
I'm
enjoyed
watching it tomorrow.
It's actually really fun.
I
So
enjoyed it.
the
The
best way to
Dragonborn are
des-
animatronics too.
the best way to describe it without spoiler is surprisingly good.
Also,
I had no
chunky.
expectations.
Chunky.
I had no expectations on this movie.
I saw the review and I was like, oh, this is just going to be some mainstream crap. But it's actually pretty good for D&D.
Yeah. Have you guys heard the interview with the creator of Kreon? He said he watched it 3 times.
Damn.
Yeah, he liked it.
He was looking for ideas.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently is a real adventure, the one in the film.
Oh,
And the city is fucking magnificent, by the way.
It is wonderful. It's beautiful. It is.
There's a thing, like I know, I knew that I have to watch it, even if I wanted to watch it, but even if I wouldn't want to, I have to watch it because.
Do you know what city is in it?
Hmm?
Do you know what city is the main setting for this movie?
Nope.
Okay, cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Mhm.
It's really done well.
No,
Alrighty.
like I heard that it was in Tay.
There's
But
10 elements, let's say,
Yeah.
But yeah,
but it's mostly on the Sword Coast.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Also-
I'll watch it. I figure out if I want to use any of it. We'll
Alrighty.
see if it pops up in the campaign.
What did you think of Chonk?
Oh, bro, Chonk was fucking. Oh my
I can't pronounce
god.
the actual name.
No point.
Especially because you hear it once.
He's just a chonky boy.
It's wonderful.
All right, enough with the spoilers.
You see the trailers, right?
Oh no, I
don't think
never
he
watched
is.
trailers.
No,
Oh, okay.
Good because it's
No,
too much. It spoils
No,
too
that's
much.
that's my exact problem. Nowadays, trailers give away half the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
it's
only
like they
I only
need-
watch trailers of movies I don't want to watch.
I wanted to show
They have
the
this like compulsion to show things from the climaxes of films, and it almost ruins them half the
Yeah,
time.
but the thing is, like, because the trailer is something that will needs to sell the movie, because there's so much coming out constantly that
Mhm.
People have choice. So it's not like, oh, there came out 3 movies this month, so we've seen those. It's
Hey!
there's
There's the
8
other
movies
maybe
this
people
week.
eater.
Did they turn off the join
No,
server
I heard
thing?
it.
I
heard
didn't.
it.
Hello.
And
What?
Hello.
Sorry.
I need to
Like,
check my notification sounds.
But like, here's the thing. I watched the Puss in Boots movie, right? The new one. I wanted to show it to my mother, right? And I showed like a bit of the trailer. I haven't watched the trailer for it. Like, as I did, he had everything, almost everything about the movie.
yeah, it's.
And I was like, what the fuck?
I think the only thing the trailers didn't really cover were like the jokes.
Yeah,
For
the
that
jokes
movie.
and
And
the actual
maybe the like
ending.
love story.
right.
In any case,
what
it
did I
was a decent movie, and I watched it in a really fun theater. It's basically it's like an old type of theater, so every seat is like an armchair or sofa or bed.
Ah. Ooh.
And they
what
had-
did I miss, guys?
We met Siroko's wife.
She's nervous.
Siroko tried to trick her. She tried to trick Siroko. Both kind of worked.
Oh, wait, is the session over?
No, we
No,
just
no,
took a 10 minutes break. And we learned about ley lines that are connecting us through our tattoos. We learned that Vulcan might be from a different dimension.
Yeah.
And might be, just a vessel for something.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
What else happened? Sirocco and Vulcan had a heart-to-heart about being someone's possession. Anything else? Oh yeah, Sirocco's wife is hot. Very hot.
In every sense of the word.
Yeah.
You can see her in artworks.
Mhm.
And artwork. Damn, that's a W, bro.
I have to
Which
go
one
for like
first or
10
second?
minutes if you guys want to start, because we finished the part with Sirocco and Vulcan. If you guys want to continue while I'm gone, feel free to, because I need 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
All right.
Vulcan's going to help with the lunch. How you doing, Gunny? You okay? You sound exhausted.
You sound, yeah, you're tired as shit.
Me and me and my girlfriend just broke up, so
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
damn.
yeah,
Holy
I'm kind
shit.
of going through it right now. So yeah,
I'm
I'm not
sorry
doing
to
too
hear
good.
this, man.
Yeah. That's. Yeah. Christ. He'll be okay. I can feel it. You're strong, Gunny. Oh, God. Bro, if I was still over there, I would basically be like, yo, I'm getting your ass into Thorpe tomorrow or some shit. Yeah. Just distractions help. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, I am still willing to give you the, codes. Oh, God. Yeah. That was... to get his mind off it. Yeah. Uh. Mm-hmm. Uh. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The chat stream has been unmuted. By the way, I'm just letting everyone know. Yeah, I heard
was
that
not
and
expecting
then
that today.
I heard that and I'm like, shit.
No,
how
dude,
fast can I get to Milton?
it doesn't like it's just sad
Yeah.
Yeah.
rooting for you guys. Fucking sucks.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Welcome back. We did not start without you.
Oh.
all right,
Yeah, but let's get into it.
let's play some D&D. Shift
So-
focus.
All right. Ugh.
Yeah, let's go to the tavern. Pick up some hot guys and girls. Bring them home.
Wait, what? The gnome is not available.
No, I said pick up some hot guys and girls.
The gnome's wife is also not available.
I wouldn't exactly call Icarus hot. Either.
Well,
so.
she is cold.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not cool. She's cold. I know. Peg was kind of hot. Headed.
Yeah.
No, you don't need that headed.
But yeah.
You are right, last time.
All right.
Did we put them in the homebreaker?
Did you put them in the?
I don't remember which tavern they're staying at or they went to.
They went to the Hornbreaker.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to
Alright.
I'm going to take Vulcan to the homebreaker.
You head out to the Hornbreaker. In the meanwhile, Pagma and Icarus, you arrive at the Hornbreaker Tavern.
Mhm.
This place is, it is a rather old building. It is mostly made out of wood and a certain amount of just giant, what looks like windows cover the exterior of it. You can look inside, and inside you see these people just drinking out of these massive tusks that could. You're not even quite sure where they would have gotten tusks this size. But they're clearly these hollowed out tusks that they're drinking out of, and they've been carved into the shape of these mugs. As you head inside, you see in the corner a couple of minstrels play their tunes and are singing a tune familiar with people from Bladestone, and a few people around sitting on the tables begin to hum along with them and eventually break into song as you fully enter the tavern and find a seat. You order a couple of drinks and are greeted at the tavern by, I think this would be by Radolin. You see this half-elf fellow. Oh no, this is not Radolin. Sorry. You see this orcish fellow standing behind the tavern. Full-blooded orc. Standing behind the bar, pouring out drinks for people. And upon seeing you, he flicks a finger and you points to a table. And you guys make your way to it and sit down at it. It's a small table for four. The place is fairly full, but there's still enough tables to go around. He sends one of his wait staff over to you. This rather burly-looking dwarvish woman, probably in her late 70s or early 80s, comes up to you. Her beard almost hangs to her chin, hangs past her chin to her shoulders. Her dark auburn hair sort of runs down about the same length. And she approaches you with a smile on her face. Hey, welcome to the Thornbreaker. Is there anything I can get you?
Just
No?
some simple water, if that's not too much to ask.
You want water, you can head to any watering hole in town. This is... If you're not gonna order, might as well get out of it.
Alright then, what do you suggest?
I'd have the ale. What else?
Then,
I mean, if you're strong with you can hold a drink, I would suggest mead. You don't look like the mead sort to me.
I will take some mead, if that's alright with you.
What about you? You a human? She turns to you. Pragma.
Sirocco's everywhere.
Sorry, what did she say?
Said, do you want an ale or a mead?
Both.
Well, that can be arranged. She shuffles off on her tiny feet and fetches you 3 horns, 2 full of mead and 1 full of ale, and places them upon the table.
I begin to sip my mead and my ale.
I will just drink my mead.
As you
Yeah.
sit there, you see the comings and goings of the local crowd as slowly the evening begins to dawn, or it begins to roll around. And you see the music pick up, and the minstrels are joined by another of their group, and all of them together break into song and dance. A performer, a juggler of sorts, joins them on stage and throws up his pins and catches them, and to the delight of the crowd around. Horns are clinked together as people celebrate the joy of life in Bladestone. The life here is hard, and it demands a certain work ethic for you to, live comfortably, but these people also know how to enjoy themselves. And in the evening, they come to these watering holes, such as the Hornbreaker Tavern, and find their way through these horns, and eventually find their way to their beds, either slightly drunk or mostly wasted. A couple of rounds later, this older gentleman approaches you. He seems about maybe 70-ish years old. He's a human man, long of beard, and he's got his hair braided in tight dreadlocks, which are like then wrapped in two separate braids that separate at his neck. He's got darkish skin and almost grayish eyes. He walks up towards you, sort of looks over both of you and says, "That is cool. That is a very cool helmet you're wearing, woman.
It is.
It is. Might I see it?"
Unfortunately, I can't really take it off.
Strange. Why? It's just a helm. Is it a helm? It seems like. Is it are you royalty of some sort? Is this a crown?
It's a helm. To my knowledge. Would you believe me if I told you that my head grew while it was inside it? To the point where it squeezes a little.
Believe just about anything you told me. I don't want to deal with. What are you even? Are you an elf?
No, I am not.
You seem sallow like one of the elves. As though you're worn out. Why is it that I look younger than you?
I had an accident a while ago.
Without invitation, he takes a seat and sits down next to the two of you. Looks at you, Pac-Man, and says, "What's your story? You look much too happy for a place like this."
Hey, fuckface! Why are you so cheerful?
I mean, what's there not to be cheerful about? Mead and ale in either hand, surrounded by the greatest company. You can't really offer more.
You don't look like you're from this place either. Are you from? Where are you from? Are you from Lianxia or something?
East of here, actually. Port Direct.
East. Poacher. Oh, Poacher. I used to go there as a young man. Now, though, quite seems quite a while ago. But anyway, you coming down the road? Have you just come from Port Direct?
Yeah. We had to see the biggest city in the Tundra, no?
Oh, first time.
Indeed. It's a sight to behold.
It definitely is.
Ah, yes, it is quite something. Quite a marvel of engineering. I don't know. These buildings here are mostly made of dragon. I don't do it.
Engineering
It's
and
quite-
architecture, I believe.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Also, forgive me.
He does. Yeah.
I didn't catch your name.
Oh, me. I am Callum Knollwood. And
It's
I
a
will put it in
pleasure to
chat.
meet you. Thank you.
Kreon nude.
What the fuck did I?
Which chat did you put that in?
1 second. I thought I copied it. I clearly did not.
Knollwood, okay.
Yeah, Callan Knollwood. At your service. Sorry, I didn't catch your names.
Or I heard is Calon Nude.
I'm sorry if I'm intruding. By the way, I just thought you looked awful quiet here. So a few.
I'm not
Give you
the
a
party
good old
type.
Bladestone welcome.
Oh, thank you for that, Mr. Norwood. I am Icarus, and this
Icarus.
is... Yes.
And what might be your name, sir? Pragma?
Pegma.
Pegma.
Pegma Piara.
That is a strange name. Well, all names are strange, aren't they?
Indeed, it depends who's asking.
Yeah. What makes you... Is it just the sights that bring you to Bladestone? Across the Tundra? I imagine there are more. I wouldn't travel across that frigid wasteland. Well,
We
mostly
also
anything.
have a friend here.
A friend?
In town.
Oh,
His name's
might
blanking on
have
me.
heard of them. What, sorry?
I apologize. The mead must have gone to my head a little. Pagma, do you remember his name?
Yeah.
And I just sort of look at Pagma.
How is she looking at me?
Just like a general be careful look. Because we don't know this guy.
Oh.
You know? That kind of look.
A charming individual by the name of... Hey, what is that over there? And I point somewhere random in the crowd.
God.
Oh, that's just... Wait. Oh, you don't wanna... okay.
Is today particularly in a day of interest in the city?
Oh, no, this is just how it is. It's quite light around these parts.
Is it always this ruckus? Because Port Drake is very different compared to this.
Yeah, this place is quite loud. Port Drake is a small village compared to this place. I don't know. I was there a long time ago.
I much prefer this place.
Oh, do you? Well, yeah, I do too. I settled down here after traveling for most of my youth. It makes sense to me that you would like this place as well. Are you, perchance, adventurers of a sort?
You could say that. I mean, how could you not be?
Well, you know, the giant...
To have gotten
you
here.
know, or not giant, but smallish sword on your side, and the general demeanor. It screams adventurer. I'm not...
You're very observant, aren't you, Mr. Knollwood?
Oh, I am observant. Yes, of course I am. I am also many other things. One of which is seeking a couple of safe pair of hands.
To do what? If I may,
Well,
of course.
Thing is, the guards have been awfully, well, restrictive when it comes to things in and out of the city. And it has sort of stifled business a little. I wouldn't want to impose, but if perhaps you were in the market for some work of a slightly discreet nature, perhaps Mr. Knollwood here but oblige.
Hmm.
I have certain things that need to be out of the city.
Well, her friend is also a bit of an adventurer herself.
Your friend being?
A trader.
A trader? By the name?
Sirocco.
Oh, Sirocco? I never really heard that name. I'm sorry. Is he? What kind of merchant is he?
That hurts.
Really?
He may be lying. He
quite
might be
well
lying.
renowned.
Sorry?
He dabbles in all sorts. Yeah, he must be lying. He dabbles in all sorts of wares, from fine jewelry to precious gemstones to clothing and
Oh,
goods. Have you really never heard of Sirocco?
it might be some low class operation. I'm not quite sure. But there's only really one jewelry store in here, in this God-forsaken city, that I would buy anything from, and that's not run by some local Sirocco. Yeah, you should head over there. It's in the market district. It's not too far from here, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. It's called the Dizzying Delights.
The Dizzying Lights.
The Dizzying Delights.
Dizzying delights?
Yes.
Hmm.
So a nice lady runs it. Goes by the name. I don't know. I did buy something there a few years ago. I think her name starts with an L. Not quite sure. Lala, something like Lala.
Do we know the name of Sirocco's wife?
Nope.
Okay.
Well,
Are you looking
perhaps we
to
will
buy
check it out.
some jewelry? Oh, are you too?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I apologize if I gave that impression. Hagma is just a good
Who
friend.
would be against browsing with?
yeah, head over there. She's a very nice lady. Sees to your needs, but comes at a bit of a premium, I guess. But jewelry always does. At least fine jewelry. I remember, I think I bought my daughter something from that store once. That cost me almost 8 gold. Simple bracelet, really. It's mostly woodwork. Beautiful diamond, though, in it. Almost cut it in the shape of a hair.
Hmm.
Most wonderful, most talented. She's quite a delight to talk to, if I recall her. It's been a while. I do wonder, though, would you be interested in the work I offer?
Perhaps, but
Would we be
we're
interested in what,
not
sorry?
necessarily trying to run afoul of it.
Well, I wouldn't say it's too complicated a job. Just if you are, in fact, on your way out of town, I just need to get some things, well, out of town. It will pay well.
How much are we talking?
Well, I'll pay you 100 gold as an advance. Get it out of the city, and then if you get it to the location where I need it gone, the person there will probably pay you another handsome sum, probably in the 200 gold.
And May we inquire as to where you need to get?
Well, that is conditional upon you accept the task. Can't have my movements tracked without, well, some assurances.
That is very fair.
So, does it interest you at all? It's not too terribly far, just so you know. I'm not asking you to take it all the way to Port Geneva. So it's just a few hours from here.
Artie, can you turn your sensitivity up a bit? Because you still sort of cut out sometimes when you're not speaking up enough.
Okay. So the thing is, like, my air conditioner is dead, and it's like mega hot now.
Oh, I see.
And I bought a new air conditioner, and it's gonna get installed tomorrow. So my fan is like blasted to full right now.
Oh,
So you might hear it in the background if I just leave the threshold low.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys can hear it.
No, like, we don't hear the fan at all, but we can't hear you either sometimes.
Okay. Is it better now? Picking up everything?
Yes, it's much better.
yeah.
Alright, let me see what I can do. One second. Okay, that should be okay. So, can I expect, well, any interest from you in this? You can have the rest of the day to think about it and meet me back there tomorrow, perhaps.
That would be wonderful. After all best decisions never come without any thought.
Yeah, that seems fair. Anyway, I'll be on my way. Pleasure to speak with you, and I'll be here tomorrow as well if you do decide to take the offer.
We'll think on it and get back to you. It was a pleasure to meet you as well.
I need one of you to roll me a perception check.
Go for it, girl.
Oh god. Perception?
Yep.
Oh god. Okay, I hope the dice are with me. Oh! Shit, that's a 16.
16, alright.
Yeah, I have no bonuses.
As he leaves, you see him get up, walk towards another table, and as he turns to sit there, he sort of moves his eyes and looks at somebody in the room. You can see a man in the east corner of the room. Just sort of give him a quick nod, and then the guy sits down in the chair, and the guy who nodded to him just sort of pulls back into one of the alcoves with the building itself.
Did you see that, Pagna?
See what?
A man. Nodding, disappearing
There
into
are
the
a lot
crowd.
of men. Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling perfectly fine.
At this point, coming through the door, almost barging in, is the familiar visage of Sirocco. Trailing him is Vulcan.
Is it that Vulcan coming first and then Sirocco?
Oh,
Is
what,
that
the
a
slave
reason?
making way for the master?
Well, you know, he has longer legs.
No.
Are you opening the door for me or something like that?
Oh, I see.
You know, I wouldn't ask you to do it.
But it is expected.
I'm opening the door for you.
But as both of you
I-
come through the door,
Yeah.
you spot sitting on a table for four these two individuals that you left to find a room. Clearly, haven't bothered with finding a room yet.
They are just half drunk.
A little bit. Magma more than Icarus. He seems on his fourth horn of mead and ale.
By the way, in 10 minutes I have to go, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost 11 p.m. for me. So.
All right.
So yeah, I go up to the table and look at that. Well, I'm glad you two have settled in, but I don't see that you guys have a room yet. Or
We had
have you?
a conversation just now with a very intriguing person by the name of Callum No. Sorry. Callum Norwood.
Does that name give me any information, Ardy?
Give me a history check.
Is that a fake name? That's a 20.
Ooh. That is 20, yes.
Right.
Callum Norwood. Callum Norwood? That's an alias. You're
I
almost
figured as
certain of it.
much.
If you rearrange the names, you rearrange the letters.
Why? You've heard that name before. Spoken not of as a person really, but an entity that exists within the streets of Bladestone, but doesn't really, well, exist really. This person seems to come and go out of the popular eye of the people of Bladestone and leaves in his trail only stories and legends. His most famous one that you recall him from is his defeat. Well, not defeat, but his deceit of the Inquisition and the hatred that the Arch Inquisitor Salazar Retimas possesses for this man.
Can
He
we
is
slow
to the city.
down for a second? So
He
there
is
is
to
an
this,
inquisition.
He is to this city a figure of folk tale almost. A person who
It's Robin Hood.
a person who no, not Robin Hood. A person who brings untold misery to the rich of Bladestone, not as a means of gaining wealth or as redistributing wealth, but only as a means of causing unrest within the city and within the nobility of the city. So, again,
Robin Hood was only halfway.
Half baked
Dickhead
Robin.
Robin.
Dickhead.
Again, the Inquisition, is well, it's an organization that was formed out of this need to uphold the laws of Kreon and root out any corruption within not just the city, but within the churches of Ararik and Larissa themselves. Their leader, Arch-Inquisitor Salazar Retimas, is a famously what you would call dogmatic religious man who follows doctrine to the letter and sees any form of insult to the gods or to the shepherds as blasphemy of the highest order.
That's the guy we don't talk about our tattoos. What's his name? Salazar?
Salazar Retimas. I'll put it in chat.
Bless you.
You say that as if I've got a soul.
Rat him ass.
And as you remember this tidbit, you also recall that there is quite a significant bounty out on the head of this person that Icarus just mentioned to you. This character by the name of Callum Moore.
Oh. Good to know.
Adi, do I notice something strange considering my passive perception? Something around us, someone looking at us, whatever.
Someone just sharpening a knife, and
I mean, you are a very strange-looking individual, so
Yes.
there are a bunch of people in the vicinity that are just staring at you openly. But since I did roll a 1,
Very
Wonderful.
you do see out of the corner of your eye this man who's barely even visible in one of the alcoves on the eastern side of the room. Not looking at you, but more he's looking at you, but he's trying very hard to make it look like he's not interested.
Oh.
Can I have a general description of this person?
He's mostly hidden in the shadows, and you can't see his face or anything. It's just that once in a while he'll look up at you, then go back to reading, then look up at you, and then go back to whatever he's doing, and look at you, and go back to something else.
Oh my
Okay.
But
god.
he never really looks at anyone else in the room, is what alerts you to. He looks at
Only-
you, and then he looks at whatever he's doing.
Okay, only at me.
Well, not just you, at the group.
At the group. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say that there's someone watching us.
You happen to know where he is.
I will discreetly describe where he is.
How do you describe? Okay, give me a structure.
He stands up straight. He
No,
points one arm.
not pointing. I'm just saying, like, I
So
just
give me a
whisper.
structure.
Yeah. I have advantage.
Great.
The stealthy robot.
He's 13. Sorry, 14.
You describe him to the best of your ability and where he's hiding to the best of your ability, and you're reasonably certain that nobody overheard what you were talking about.
Sound like the guy I saw?
Yes, sounds very similar to the guy you saw, and very much in the same spot that you saw him disappear into.
Right. Sirocco, you're from around here. Do you happen to know what's in that direction? Anything of interest within this establishment?
Well,
It's just an alcove. It's just a place with a small recess where there's a table set and a man is sitting. There's nothing nefarious about it.
So that's where you can get a blowy on every Wednesday. It's not a
quiet corner.
It's not a Wednesday today. So it's it's very suspicious that anyone sits there. So Artie, is the guy just looking at us, or is he doing anything else?
He's looking at you, and he seems to be reading something or writing something in a sheet of paper in front of him. It could just be a way of looking busy while looking at you, but you're not quite sure. Are you gonna actively look at him to figure out what he's doing?
Sure.
Give me a perception check, and also give me a stealth check.
Let's roll the stealth first then.
You can do it.
But my rolls are consistently not garbage today. That's a 22. Oh, sorry, 23.
And
a nat 20 on the perception.
your focus shifts.
Oh God.
And in the middle of this establishment,
So what's his writing?
with all eyes on you, with everyone staring at your group, the third eye opens in the middle of your forehead.
God damn.
Yep.
And you see in a book in front of the man words written. You can't quite tell the words at first, but then you focus. And it's almost like you enhance.
Too many hands.
And you see physical descriptions of your group being written down.
Is he writing about a third eye now?
As he looks in your direction the next time, he closes the notebook and he begins to walk out of the door.
Artie, we don't need the fucking Pornhub sound on the soundboard. We need the Miami Vice fucking screech. Whenever I roll not 20, we need that.
I have to go, guys.
Thank you for having
We probably be done.
today.
Alright, bye-bye, Zero. See you.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Hopefully we do see you next week.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I turn to the others and say, well, it seems that you guys, and so possibly all of us, have picked up the interest of...
literally everybody in the tavern is looking at you.
I wink.
With which
which
eye?
Leave out of the establishment.
You just wink with the third eye and it disappears.
The music has stopped.
Was there music?
Everybody in the tavern is quiet. They're just staring at the third eye on your forehead.
I need some sunglasses to
You're
put
up to
on.
your old magic tricks.
You've gotten way better with that since the last time we saw you.
You hear a voice from the entrance as a man sort of blockades it, stands up and pulls and draws a sword. What foul sorcery is this? What manner of beast are you?
It's just an illusion.
I saw it. And another looks at him and it's still there. I can see the eye.
It's a long-lasting illusion.
What? manner of
Rocco.
creature are you?
Can I close the eye?
You close the eye and it disappears.
Purely cosmetic.
Another
see?
stands up. Heresy! What is this?
It's his parlor trick.
It's
He does this everywhere we go.
unnatural. It's against
That's
the-
what I keep telling him.
Yo, can I do the vanishing thumb trick as well? I mean, this is something that
Don't you?
yo, and I have high enough dexterity to like actually pull it
This is-
off, right?
This is an omen, I tell you! An omen! The city is coming apart at the seams.
The city has...
Soon we will all be consumed. This monster. The depths will claim us. And another stands up and pulls out a sword. You see
I
now
think
as
that's
a
our
few
cue to
people
go.
begin to filter back towards the door and back towards the walls. As 4 men, no 5, pull swords and advance on you. And that is where we